26-21 on the season, 24-23 against the spread, 12-9 away from home. Head-to-head matchup does belong to Minnesota. They're 6-4 and 5-5 against the spread in their last 10 matchups. Dallas, in their last 10, they're 4-6 straight up, 3-7 against the spread, 1-4 against the spread in their last 5, guys. Minnesota, they're playing decent ball. They're 7-3 straight up in their last 10, just 5-5 against the spread, guys. They are going home from a 4-game road span, and I think Minnesota wins this game. There's no Luka, there's no Kyrie, there's no Lively. All 3 of them are not playing. For some reason, people think Dallas could still cover. I'm going to go against that and take Minnesota minus 13 at home, guys. They show out today. Go Minnesota. The next game, we got Orlando versus San Antonio. Orlando minus 5.5 on the road. They're 24-23 on the season, 30-17 against the spread, 9-16 away from home. San Antonio, they're 10-37 on the season, 23-24 against the spread, 5-15 at home. Head-to-head matchup does belong to San Antonio. They're 7-3 straight up, but just 3-7 against the spread. Orlando, in their last 10, they're just 3-7 straight up and 5-5 against the spread, winning 2 of their last 5 games, guys. 3 and 3 of their last 5 games they have covered as well. San Antonio, they're 3-7 against the spread, and 3-7 straight up, and 6-4 against the spread. Pardon me. This is their 5th home game in a row. I think they go on a road stretch after that. Yes, no, they go on one road game against New Orleans and come back home against Cleveland. I'm gonna go with San Antonio here, guys, to cover the spread. Orlando to win the game. San Antonio has 2 key guys that are injured right now on game time decisions. Orlando, obviously they're the better team with a better record, but I just feel like this game is going to be closer than expected. Take Orlando to win the game, San Antonio to cover the spread here, guys. Next game, we got Denver versus OKC. OKC minus 6.5. The spread did open up at -2. Quickly jumped to 6.5 when Joker was named out. OKC, they're 32-15 on the season, 30-17 against the spread, and 17-6 at home. Denver, they're 33-15 on the season, 27-1 against the spread, 14-11 away from Denver, guys. Head-to-head matchup does belong to Denver. They're 6-4 straight up, 7-3 against the spread. Denver in the last 10, they're just 3-6-1 against the spread, but 7 and 3 straight up in their last 10, guys. OKC, they're 6-4 in their last 10 straight up, 5-5 against the spread. No Joker. The spread did go up to -6.5. I'm gonna go with OKC to win the game, Denver to cover spread. I know there's no Joker. I said it about 3 times, but I don't know. I think 6.5 is too much. On the other side, OKC also does have injuries. Williams is out, and I think it's Isaiah Joe is out. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna play it safe and take OKC to win the game, Denver to cover the spread. Don't be surprised if even Denver wins this game with DeAndre Jordan at center, guys. On to the next. We got Phoenix versus Brooklyn. Phoenix -3 on the road. They're 26-20 straight up, 17-28-2 against the spread, 13-9 away from Phoenix. Brooklyn, they're 19-27 straight up, 22-22-2 against the spread, and just 500 at home at 12-12. Head-to-head matchup is even at 5-5 against the spread, 5-5 in their last 10. Phoenix, they're playing good ball. They're 8-2 in their last 10 games, guys, but just 4-5-1 against the spread. Brooklyn, they're 3-7 straight up, and 3-6-1 against the spread in their last 10. But Brooklyn has been playing good ball. Like, don't get it twisted. The 3-7 may fool you. They've beaten Utah by 30. They beat Houston by 2. They were up almost 30 that game as well. They lost to Minnesota by 2. They lost to New York Knicks by 5. These are all their home games. Phoenix is coming into town now. Phoenix has been playing great ball, even though they fucked me up on Sunday. But I'm going to give the nod here. My number does indicate that Phoenix should win this game and cover, but in a close game. Take Phoenix. I think they have too much weapons for Brooklyn. Beal, KD, Booker. Booker's on a tear as well. So take Phoenix here, guys, -3 on the spread. Next game we got Milwaukee versus Portland. This is the last game on the slate, guys. Milwaukee -11 on the road. They're 32-15 straight up, 18-28-1 against the spread, and 11-10 away from home. Portland, they're 14-33 on the season, 22-25 against the spread, guys, and 8-13 at home. Head-to-head matchup does belong to Milwaukee. They're 9-1 straight up in their last 10, and 6-4 against the spread. Milwaukee in their last 10, they're 7-3, but just 3-7 against the spread. Portland, 4-6, but 6-4 against the spread. I gotta give it to Milwaukee in this spot right here. Portland has been playing decent. I'll say decent in their last 2 home games. Not in their last 5, but in their last 2. Even in their last 5, they haven't been losing by much. They only lost to San Antonio, at San Antonio, by double digits. Other than that, in their last 5 games, they've been losing. They've lost, 3 games by single digits. And they won 2 games out of that as well. So I'm going to give the nod to Milwaukee. Reason being, they did come off a loss. They did start well in Denver. They were up about, I think, 13 in the first quarter. End up losing that lead. If they start the way they started in Denver, they cover the game easily and win by 20. If they don't, they'll struggle until fourth quarter and then end up taking the game by double digits. That's my prediction there. Take Milwaukee -11 on the road here, guys. And that's it for the NBA slate. We'll be back to update you guys with another video on NHL.